Hello, my name is Kelby Buckner, and this is my 2001 BMW 740i. This is BMW's flagship car in its lineup in the year 2001. This vehicle was introduced in Europe from 1994 to 2001, and in North America in 1995 until 2001. This is the third generation of the 7 Series, and this generation is called the E38 and regarded as the last year of the greatest 7 Series ever made, commonly known as the pre-Bangle era. BMW offered only two other engine options for the E38 for the North American market. They have a V8 and a V12. Starting with a 4.0 liter which has 215 horsepower, engine code M60, produced from 1992 to 1996, which is a lot more reliable compared to this model because the 4.0 liter does not have Vanos at the time. This particular 7 Series has a 4.4 liter V8, commonly known as the M62, which produces 282 horsepower and does in fact have Vanos. Vanos is a variable valve timing system used by BMW on various gasoline engines. A lot of people and BMW enthusiasts have mixed feelings about the Vanos systems. Why BMW went that route is probably because at highway speeds the variable valves open up to deliver a smoother acceleration at highway speeds. After all, this is a limousine being used in a lot of countries throughout the world at the time. This 4.4 liter is a really smooth engine. From my experience, I have really gotten time to drive the car and I simply fell in love with it. However, this engine has a major downfall which makes the car really cheap to buy and very expensive to own. BMW installed pretty cheap plastic guide rails along with the engine timing chain that can self-destruct at any time if the engine is not properly maintained, so buyers beware. As for the interior, the 740i has the best looking interior for its time. All the controls are focused on the driver with easy reach buttons to ensure that the driver is in complete control while driving. The car has many wood trim options, and this particular car has real Vavana burl wood trim, which comes from a very tall tree that grows 200 to 300 feet in height. This radio comes with a satellite navigation system, which also actually makes this the first European car to offer a navigation radio in the vehicle at this time. The buttons are firm to the touch and pretty solid. The clusters now, which I have read in the 90s, instrument clusters fade out. They have special kits online where you could repair this common failure. The leather on the seats are soft and comfortable. This particular model is the winter package, which has all 4 seats heated. Driver seats have a 3-position memory option, which also adjusts the seats, power telescopic steering wheel, and the mirrors. The steering wheel has multiple buttons, which operates the radio, the phone, and the air conditioning. The rear seats are soft and plush. The rear seats have their own individual vanity lights. The rear seats are again heated and have a dial switch which controls the temperature. The IL model offered rear vanity mirrors for both rear passengers, and only the IL model has the rear door extended 6 inches for extra legroom comfort. Now the trunk has a lot of room, in fact, enough to fit 5 golf bags. This model also offered a ski rack chute. The battery and radio and CD changers are located in the trunk. Now, when I first bought this car, I was very impressed with how quiet it was. It's very smooth on the highway, especially the original owner equipped this vehicle with Bilstein shocks, which makes the car goes bumps very easily and softly and quietly. This generation is considered the last original bred of BMWs that were built in the end of the 19th century and given the nickname the pre-Bangle era. The post-Bangle era was revolutionary and controversial, with many added technologies and new design. In my conclusion, for this vehicle, If you plan on buying a E38, make sure that it is well sorted and you have a proper documentation of its service history. I thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.